Hello again. Say hi to David.
Hi to David.
Hey, glad everybody's back. We're glad to be back. It's been a bit, but we just wanted to come out here and do a little bit of a hunt in a very familiar setting, a field. Y'all have seen us out in a bunch of these, and David's been here before. He said there's some goodies out there. We may even find an Indian head, my first Indian head today. And today's my birthday. So
Happy birthday, Gary.
Thanks. So David promises I'm going to find me an Indian head or two.
I'm hoping you find silver today.
And some silver. So y'all stay tuned. We'll show you what we find when we find it. And thanks for coming back. See you in the field. Okay, I always like to share my very first thing I found. This is a little piece of metal. It was about a 10 or 11 on the Mine Lab 800. Wasn't very deep. In fact, it was almost on the surface of this stuff. A little piece of metal or something. Don't know what it is. That's all. There's David over here on to something. Have you ever thought about digging a -3 on the Mine Lab? Here's what you might get. I have no clue what that is. It looks like a pin, maybe. It's a little bigger in the middle. I'll try to clean it up a little bit better. And maybe some of the crud will fall off by the time we do the wrap up. That's weird. Big chunk of iron. Not sure what it is. Okay, David's ambling over this way. And I don't think it's probably for any can slaw.
Just found a little wheat.
Oh, he's got a wheat.
Just found a little wheat.
And whose birthday is it?
It's
not
your
yours.
See, it's not silver and it's not an Indian,
well,
man. So.
Well, you're going to want to trade it for this thing I just found.
Dude, come on,
well,
man.
Look at that.
Really?
Look at that. You can't compare the two, really.
Hey, but
a big chunk.
What?
What is that? What is
Clean that up. Because this is an old sock.
Yeah, that's why I'm digging some of the iron. I wouldn't usually.
Found a lot of stuff that looks like steaks, like a tent.
I found one of those.
Steak.
Like this?
They're huge.
Like
yeah, and bigger and bigger.
Yeah, I've got one of those. It's got a little T thing at the top of it.
Okay.
I just found one of those.
I think it may have been part of this. I mean, like I said, this one don't show up on anything in the 50s.
Yeah.
And it didn't show up in the 1941 topos.
Well,
so
you got your pennies and then you got your mystery items. So let's dig up some more of those. How deep was that?
It wasn't very deep at all. I dug beside it, and I'm picking up two things over here, so I'm gonna go.
Okay, go get that other thing.
Check it out.
Now I'm gonna go dig up some more iron.
Don't do that. Remember, go around it so you'll know.
All right, we're getting a 12 here, pretty consistent. Doesn't look too deep either, so let's see what we got. Show you in a second. Afraid that's what that was. I don't know if you can see it, but big chunk of iron, I think. Let me see if that was it. Yeah, I think that was it. Now, as David was telling me earlier, that he said they have been out here, him and Mike were out here. They've already hunted this place, and I was just thinking, I don't see any places where they've dug before, and this looks like maybe a hole that they dug before. And what's odd is, like right here, I'm getting a 20 signal. So I'm gonna dig that and see if maybe they missed something last time. So stay tuned. And that last thing, by the way, was just a chunk of iron, in case it didn't make it under the video. I think it did. Let's see what we got in this hole that looks already dug from the last time, but it's showing a 20 target on there. Pretty strong. Okay, what did we have in that hole? I think this was probably all, and I don't see how I got such a good signal on it, but I think so that's not giving a real good signal. But I guess that's all it was. Not getting anything here now. So that was registering like a 2023. And what I think this is, I think people have told me these are like old valve stems. So given how old this sight is, this might have been from a pretty old car. I'll probably never know, but if y'all think y'all know, tell me what you think that is. If it's a valve stem or what. I'll try to clean it up a little more. See you at the truck. Later. Okay, we're in search of that first Indian head penny. David said it'd probably be a 16, 17, and this one jumped from 17 to 15, back down to 16 or so. So let's see what we got. It was right here somewhere. Weird. It's not picking up very strong now. Now it's more of a 13. There's a 16. Says there's a 16 right there. So let's dig one more plug out and then do some probe stuff to it here. Uh-oh, I heard something. I think that was gravel. Alright, we found something in here. Let's see what we see. Uh-oh. All right, where's my Indian head? Come on, Indian head. Well, gee, it's still there somewhere. Uh-oh, I think it's out of the hole. See no Indian head. Dang. Must be something tiny. No, this is it. Looks like a It looks like just a piece of copper, which would give you a good signal. Search goes on. All right, I got a big something right here. I don't know if it's another iron which I have found several of those before, or what. It was giving me like a 12-13. It was worth digging. So in the next little snippet, you will see what it was. Okay, here's the next little snippet. So I'll show you what I found here. That big thing I pulled out of the hole. When I saw this initially, I thought, oh, axe head, gotta be an axe head. But then I flipped it over and it's got this kind of shape to it. So, not really sure what that is. I guess it could still be sort of made into, it looked like maybe a handle went through this part here. I don't know. Then I thought maybe it was a hinge, but no, it doesn't look like a hinge either. I don't see any holes. So what do y'all think that was? Some kind of garden tool? Not sure. I don't think I've ever dug up anything quite like that. And it'd be okay if I don't ever dig another one up. Chunk, not an Indian head. David said he's got something. We're at this new place. We're digging around this mound over here, and David has found
a D buckle.
A buckle of the shape of D.
Pretty
And
cool.
I found this thing. What do you think that is? It's a top off of something.
Yeah.
It rang up really, really good. It looks like a helmet.
It does, don't it?
I don't know. We'll clean it up a little bit.
We ain't even made it to the top yet.
We're not.
I think we're in for a treat here.
We're getting on up there. We'll see. That was a good signal too. That was like a 28.
Fishing for a long time, but we didn't because they always had cords here, and it was all stobby, and we couldn't really swing in here.
Okay. Well, let's hit it. Okay, we're back at the truck, and we're going to show you what we found. You know, I always found at least two things: diddly and squat, and that might be what I'm saying I found today. Didn't find a lot, but let's look at what we found. David found some cool stuff. I'll go through mine first. As you know, for you newcomers, maybe you don't know, we do the good, the clad, and the ugly. Good you're going to keep, maybe clean up. Ugly will probably end up in the trash, and the clad, well, we know what clad is, usually post 64 coinage. But I'll go through mine first. Under the good, and sometimes mine ends up in the good because it'll be on my fence of fame at home. I don't know if this is an axe, piece of an axe or what. Y'all tell me what that is. I thought it was an axe head for sure until I got it turned over, but I'm just not sure what that is. David has found a few of these on previous trips, and we don't know what these are. It looks like either a tent, kind of a tent spike, or maybe a pin for a piece of farm equipment or something. I don't know. And then your typical shotgun shells. This one says Winchester repeater. I already looked at it. I didn't have any clad, no coin addiction satisfaction for me today. And then some odd things, I don't know what that is, some kind of a coupler or something. Just some various pieces of copper and chunks of steel. And man, that rang up good right there. And that was a surface find. I'm not sure what that was out there, and that's an old pull tab there, I think. But David, tell us what you grabbed.
Today found
On the good.
I found 2 wheat pennies, not sure on the date yet.
Coin addiction satisfied.
And then found 2 buttons, 2 different locations. There's some, I gotta clean those up. I think they got.
And you think they're Levi?
They may be
buttons?
Levi's, but it has, I think one of them, I think you're right. I think it's got a train on it.
Yeah, I thought I could see it. Imagine the train, and the smoke actually looked like a heart.
And I found those before, if that's the case. And then I found this either horse tack or jean tack. It's a little brass thing.
Well, try to send me some close-ups on the buttons and all that stuff.
And then found this token today, CP, and it has some kind of gas station token.
Well,
it
says gas appliance on the bottom.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all recognize CP as a company name for gas appliances.
And then this has got a, y'all know what that is, but it's either got a 6 or an 8 on it. I found these before, but
yeah, it almost looks like a wire terminator, but I never seen them with a number on it like that.
Found this D buckle today.
D buckle.
We always find these out here. We're not sure what those are. They ring up good. They're brass. And then this little knob, this primer, another piece of a shell that has been shot, a shotgun shell, and then I found this little bullet.
Okay, cool. Well, hey, it was a nice day. Thanks for spending another day with us, especially on my birthday. Appreciate y'all being here.
Happy birthday, Gary.
And I want to say something about some videos that keep getting reposted of ours. I guess YouTube's doing that. It's been a month or two maybe since we posted, so I guess they think they're doing us a favor posting us some of the older videos. I'm going to start putting the date as part of the title, I think, so that if you see one pop up and you see it's older than, you know, a couple of days old or something,
it's
you probably know it's a repost, or if you hadn't seen it, go ahead and watch it. But hopefully if we start putting out enough regular ones as the weather's getting warmer and we're kind of getting back to normal, maybe they won't keep reposting those old ones. I don't know. Leave in the comments if they're doing that to your channel too. I'd be interested to know.
Like to know.
But anyway, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate you coming by. Leave us a comment. Tell us what you found lately. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye.